Welcome back. So over the weekend I was working on this vent for the lower cowling, and this is to allow the cooling air that comes through and past the engine to exit somewhere. And this is basically what it looks like. So it's hinged on the forward edge and just sort of drops down there, and has kind of some walls on the side of it with a little flange at the top there to stop it from going past this particular position here. And it's tapered so it should allow the air to flow nicely around it without creating too much turbulence or anything like that. So anyway, now that that's sorted out, can actually finish off laying up or setting up the plug for the last part of the cowling, so the guys can create the platform for that and get that done. And last time you recall that I was milling the first of these lock boxes for the hook locks that go in the bottom of the door. So here I got all 6 of them done now, and that didn't take long on Monday once I kind of had the routine down. And you might remember that I had this aluminum rod in there where the hinge rotates around, and so now I've taken that out, and you see I'm left with a nice sort of tight resin fit there that will be used as a guide for when we actually come back and re-drill these out with the larger 3/4 bit, and you'll see that coming up in a little few episodes. And so on the inside there, I've got this all cleaned out and prepped up, so Jeff can put the carbon fiber in there to build up the inside of this. So we want it to just basically reinforce all around that hinge pocket on all of them, and then we'll be able to re-drill those holes through and then put the stainless steel bushings in that we've got. And here's Zach cutting the carbon for those layups. And I just wanted to remind everybody that the way that we're doing these hinges and the door locks is purely for the prototype. I've thought of a much better way of doing it with a clamshell door for production, but we're too far along to change that now, so we've just got to push forward with the way we originally designed it. And here's those upper strake skins. Jeff got those out of the mold, and you see the little hole there he's drilled in both of them. That's for where the fuel tank filler cap's going to be. He's just sort of centered it, and we actually have to order those caps now so we can get those in soon. And back on the doors, because of the way things worked out, we needed to actually add some FR4 on the inside there to reinforce those frames, because it just wasn't going to be strong enough after it got machined. So anyway, again, this is another reason why we're heading away from this, but as I said, we have to just push on and get this done. So those are all bonded into place now, and they'll get a layup over them later on as well. And the guys are moving along fairly quickly with these remaining ribs for the winglets and rudders. So most of them now, actually all of them now, I think have already had the second round of primer, and so they're just getting the second round of sanding, and soon they'll be getting waxed. So it hasn't taken them long to do those, and in the meantime still got the molds that need to be laid up for the elevator upper and lower skin. So this is the one for the upper skin, and Devon there just doing final prep there before laying down the black top coat. And here it is a little bit later in the day, so black top coat's down, and you see Jeff's just helping out there with Zach, and laying down the lightweight fiberglass on that one to get that all sorted out for that mold. So yeah, and then the last one is the lower one, which will be done in 2 pieces as I mentioned before, and they'll probably be starting on that one later this week. So nothing too much there, too many problems with that one, so that's good. And here we are a little bit later in the day, and then that one's all done. So it still needs to have the heavy layers put on there, which will probably be tomorrow, and then some bracing put on there, but for the most part the hard part has been done. And the next step with the doors, I've got these sort of mock-up boxes which are the same dimensions as the other ones that I showed you that have been milled for the big ones, and I've also got some small ones as well that you'll see for the pin locks. And I've just bolted them into place, put some masking tape on them and waxed that as well, so because we're going to put a layup over the top of these. But before we do that, we need to sort of put some foam around it so we can kind of, the layup sort of tapers off there. And the idea of this is to create sort of a sandwich of carbon that the lock slides into, and that way it's sort of in double shear when it's been bolted up there. So you can see I've done most of them, or at least I've done all the pin lock ones there, and I've still got to do the remaining ones for the hook boxes at the bottom, but that won't take me more than about 20 minutes in the morning. And then this is the first one, so that'll be ready to have the carbon fiber patches laid up on that as well. Anyway, we just need to push through this and get it done. And final update, I emailed the distributor who's sending these seals out for the redrive, and unfortunately now they say instead of shipping yesterday, they're going to ship on the 31st, so 9-day delay. But that's how things work with us. Anything to do with the engine, there's always a delay. So thanks for watching.